In today's video, we're going to go over 5 signs that you are going to be rich. Hi everyone, my name is Helen. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go over 5 signs that you are going to be rich. So let's just get right into it. The first sign that you're going to be rich is that you actually want money. Now, when you hear people say things like, money won't fix your problems, that just sounds kind of silly when many people's problems are related to money. If you don't have your basic needs met, you're going to be worried about money, and money is obviously going to solve those problems. Now, it is true that money will only solve money problems, but it does have another benefit when you have enough money. When you have enough money, you're no longer worried about your basic necessities. And that means you are able to focus more of your time and energy on the other problems in your life that are not related to money. So, for example, if you have some concerns in certain relationships, you can now spend time on working through those problems. Now, if you want to be rich, you cannot think that money is a problem in and of itself. The thing about being rich is that you have to actually have a desire to get to that stage. If you start thinking money has no value, other things are more important, well, of course, you're going to value other things and you're not going to value building up your wealth. Now, you do have to consider when it comes to money, there are things that you can do to strategize and improve your financial situation. And those things will work for pretty much anyone as long as you are taking the right steps. But if you want to be rich, you have to actually want it. So one of the signs that you are going to be rich is that you have a desire for that path in your life. The second sign that you are going to be rich is actually that you have a shift in your perspective about your problems. So when you are going through different situations in your life and a problem comes up, you don't think of those situations as, oh, it's a problem, it's going to derail all of my plans, it's a situation where I can't resolve it. Instead, you look at those problems as opportunities. The thing about making a lot of money is that really what you're doing is solving problems, whether for yourself or others. You are going out of your way to find solutions that you can use in different situations, and that means you have an opportunity there. When you shift your perspective and you start thinking, I have an opportunity here, I have this situation or this problem, and I found a solution, and this solution can work in other people's lives. Now you have an opportunity that you may have overlooked in the previous time. Think of your problems or any kind of negative situations as opportunities to find real solutions. And those solutions can be applied to different situations in other people's lives as well. So that's one of the ways that you can change the way you think about situations or problems in your own life and see them as opportunities going forward. The third sign that you are going to be rich is that you have a drive for learning. It is a true statement that the more that you learn, the more you will earn. You cannot earn a lot of money if you don't have the base skills and the base knowledge and simply the information to accomplish different tasks. So when you have a drive for learning, that is a sign that you will be wealthy because you want to find solutions, you want to go after curiosities, you are very interested in different areas of life or different things that you want to accomplish, and that is the thing that makes it easier for you to learn those skills. The more you're interested and curious about different topics, the more you learn about those topics and the more skilled that you become. It's a cycle that really helps you build up different ways of making money through skills that are useful to other people or to companies, or really just to building up a business for yourself, depending on which path you want to take. The fourth sign that you will be rich is that you don't compare yourself to other people. Now, the problem with comparing yourself to others is that it ultimately demotivates you. It makes you feel like, oh, I am less than that other person. I can't possibly accomplish that. And in the process of going through these thoughts, you start to really just prevent yourself from taking the first steps to accomplish your goals. Now, when you want to be rich, you have to shift your perspective in this regard as well. You need to think, I am trying to beat myself. I'm not trying to beat this other person over here. I am the person I am striving to improve. I am striving to get my own situation better. I'm striving to improve myself. And I'm trying to beat where I am now so that I can keep moving forward. And when you're not comparing yourself to other people, now you've taken out that procrastination that prevents you from moving forward with your goals. When you compare yourself to other people, that is when you do not start on anything. So rather than comparing yourself to another person, strive to better yourself and improve in the ways that you find to be an area that you have a weakness. Improve your weaknesses, build on your strengths, and find ways to really focus on taking the first steps to accomplish your goals. And that is how you're going to become rich. The fifth sign that you are going to become rich is that you actually start investing in assets. Now, if you have read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you already know that assets and liabilities are often confusing and a lot of people mix them up. So your car, for example, is a liability, it is not an asset, unless you are using it in a way that makes it an asset. So for example, if you are using a car for a business-related expense, then it might become an asset if it really kind of balances out some of the costs associated with depreciation. Now, the thing about assets versus liabilities, they can be a little confusing at times. But when you start investing in assets, so you start saving money and investing in, for example, equities or bonds or even precious metals or maybe even real estate, it really doesn't matter where you're investing as long as you're focusing on buying assets that make money for you rather than buying liabilities which are causing problems in your life. When you start changing the way that you save and invest your money, then you are more likely to become rich by just compounding interest and improving the way that you make money. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.